This is how you use reverb. Now I got two different reverbs here, the stock one from FL Studio and a third-party one called Valhalla Vintage Verb. Doesn't matter which type of reverb you use, the same rules will apply for the most part. I'm also going to use this sound as a demonstration what the reverb is doing. Shout out Sky Rompiendo, but anyways, let's start off with this section right here. Now the mix knob is gonna tell the reverb how much reverb do we want. Do we want a lot being at 100 or do we want none being at 0? The pre-delay is gonna tell the reverb how fast we want it to act. If we want it to act the moment the sound sounds, we'll put it at a low ms, ms being milliseconds. If we want the reverb to have a slight delay, meaning you play the sound and then the reverb starts playing, then you up the milliseconds. Over on the stock plugins, the mix knob will be the wet knob, and the pre-delay knob is gonna be the speed knob. Now the decay is gonna determine how fast or how slow you want the reverb to end. If you have the decay going at 4 seconds, which is kind of long, the reverb is gonna sound for 4 seconds. If you lower that, then the reverb is only gonna last less than a second. So it all really depends on what you're doing to the sound. Over on the stock, it's gonna be the decay one right there. But let's take a listen to what the reverb is actually doing. We're gonna crank up the mix all the way to 100. We're gonna exaggerate the sound a bit, and we're gonna make it have a fast attack, meaning it's gonna react the moment we hit play. And just to show you how the decay works, we're gonna bump it up to 11 seconds. So the reverb is gonna last for 11 seconds after you hit play. This is how it sounds without the reverb. And this is with. Now over to the right side, you have your high cut and your low cut. That's gonna be these two knobs right here. What the high cut and the low cut do is it's gonna cut out the frequencies depending on which knob you use. If you use the high cut, it's gonna cut out some of the higher frequencies. If you use the low cut, it's gonna cut out the lower frequencies. I'm gonna demonstrate using an EQ. Essentially, what it's doing when you're cutting out the highs, this is what you're doing to the sound. You're taking them away, the higher frequencies, or raising them, depending on what you want to do. Now on the low cut, it's gonna be taking away the lower frequencies of the reverb.